Welcome to the Sibling Rivalry MMA Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about UFC Fight Night 169 flyweight title fight for the vacant belt.
Yeah.
And the rest of the card, which is kind of trash, but we're here to talk about it.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about some other stuff. And that'll be it.
Yeah. Nothing too exciting today.
Yeah,
If you're looking to make some bets or want to know what's going on in these fights, this is a podcast for you.
Yeah.
Oh, we can also talk about, before this, we can talk about, there were some fights this past weekend, boxing match. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. The fact that people thought Deontay Wilder was going to win that fight kind of blew my mind the entire time. I'm not a massive boxing guy, but I know what's going on, and I watch the big fights, and I know the big names. And the first Wilder-Fury fight was not close. The only thing that happened was Wilder dropped him and almost knocked him out, and people that don't watch a lot of fighting or understand 10-point scoring systems just thought he won the fight because he almost knocked him out, and that's just not how it works. So Fury should have won that first fight by a lot, and the judges, boxing's corrupt as fuck. So anytime there's a big fight, they call it a draw. They did it with Triple G and Canelo also. So yeah, I figured Fury was going to go and beat the shit out of him. Fury hadn't fought before that in a while, and this time he came in and beat the fuck out of Wilder like he was supposed to. And now Wilder's saying he lost because his walkout gear was 40 pounds, and it ruined his legs. And there's a clause in their contract for a third fight, so they're going to fight again. So.
Yeah. No, it happens all the time. You don't want to walk out there with too heavy armor.
Yeah.
It really slows you down. It's bad on the knees. That's why I just walked out in a shirt and shorts for my big wrestling matches. Never really got any big armor.
See, but I thought it was funny. Wilder was like, he was saying they shouldn't have thrown the towel. You know, they know I'm a warrior, and then he's complaining about having too heavy of armor. Like the Warriors back in the day were like, well, we fucking lost because our armor was too heavy.
You know what? They probably did that.
All the Samers like, I couldn't stab him. I couldn't swing my sword. My armor was too heavy.
Slowed him down.
Yeah.
You got it. That's why we got the bulletproof vest now, Teflon. Much better. Much more effective.
Wilder, big warrior guy.
Yeah.
Big warrior guy.
No, he is a beast, though. I mean, a lot of people are saying he sucks now. Which, he's
the second best heavyweight in the world.
Yeah. His technique's definitely not as good, but, I mean, he's still a freak of nature and can hit hard as shit.
He's probably the hardest hitting human on earth.
Yeah. Obviously, he got that far for a reason, and, you know, third fight will sell a lot, but I think Fury will probably win again.
So
Seems like he's got him figured out.
Wilder's a 43-1-1 with 41 knockouts, so it's not like he's a bum. Fury's just that good.
Plus, he did that well with Fury the first time, so obviously, yeah, he's a good boxer.
I would rather see Wilder fight Anthony Joshua, because those were the big three for a while, and then when Joshua lost to Ruiz, people started acting like Joshua wasn't good. Well, Joshua just came back and beat Ruiz. So I don't know. Those are the three best heavyweights. I would like to see Joshua versus Wilder way more than I want to see Fury versus Wilder 3. We've already seen it twice.
Makes boxing more exciting.
Yeah, and then I mean, if Joshua beats Wilder, then Joshua and Fury is the biggest freaking fight in the last 15 years in boxing. So,
Yeah,
but that's not what they're gonna do. And Joshua's afraid to fight those guys anyway. So.
it'd be cool to see Wilder and Ruiz.
Yeah, Wilder and Ruiz would be kind of funny, but Wilder would beat the fuck out of him.
Maybe.
He would. Wilder would probably beat the fuck out of Joshua.
I don't know. Any combination of those big guys is going to be cool to see. Also, UFC this last weekend, I won money again because I'm a genius. Hope you guys are following along. Dan Hooker and Paul Felder had a really good fight. It was a real close one. A lot of people disagree with the decision, but everybody seems to agree that it was just close. I think that Hooker won the fight. And that's who I picked. But yeah, it was just a good fight. It was a cool one. Felder got pretty emotional afterwards, saying he was going to retire and all that. But I don't know. After a fight like that, I feel like that probably is the best thing. I mean, obviously winning would be better for him, but I think that was good for him, a fight like that. And it seems like he looked better than I thought he was going to, actually. So I don't want him to retire. I don't think he should. I think he should keep fighting.
I think retiring would be the best thing for him. Because he's at the peak, I think, of his career, not skill-wise. Well, maybe skill-wise too, but
I think skill-wise.
I don't think he's going to, beat any of these guys that he's ranked around, really.
Yeah, that's true, too.
And right now, people think he's the shit, so why ruin it? And he has a good commentating job with the UFC already. He just got into a fucking brawl and got his face smashed in by Dan Hooker. It's not like he's ever going to be a world champ. He's never going to fight for a belt. So he's at the top right now. He's as high as he's ever going to be. He has a good job lined up. Why fuck up more, you know? I'm sure he's got a good family.
That's also a good point. Yeah, he's got a pretty good thing going on. But I don't know. Why not see where you can go from here?
Yeah, maybe one more. One more, maybe like if he could get a fight in his hometown, wherever that is. Something like that.
I don't know. Whatever. We'll see what happens. Honestly, I don't really care that much.
No, not a Paul Felder fan, so I don't give a shit.
I like Paul Felder.
He ruined a parlay that I would have won $1,200 on.
It wasn't his fault. It was the
judges
fault.
gave a bad decision to Barboza. Well, Barboza should have won.
Yeah.
So.
Whatever. Let's see. What else? Yeah, so I hit that parlay.
Cejudo and Aldo official.
Yeah.
UFC 250,
you know what?
I think.
I'm excited for that fight. I like that fucking fight. Everybody's mad, and I do think it's kind of bullshit, but fuck it. I think Aldo won that last fight anyway. I think it's going to be a good fight. What really made me start thinking about it is some people started texting me asking who I thought was going to win. And I was like, shit, this is a good fight. I really started thinking about it that way, like what's the fight going to be like and not who should be getting a title fight.
Somebody said, I saw on Twitter, so the next like main events are Adesanya Romero's the next one. What's UFC 249?
I don't know off the top of my head.
I don't know if they've even announced it.
When's that one?
It's the one after this month.
Is that Khabib and Tony?
Yeah. Okay,
it's April 18th.
So that one doesn't go under this, but
well, Khabib and Tony's April 18th.
Yeah, but that's UFC 249. So
okay.
UFC 248 is Adesanya Romero. UFC 250 is Cejudo Aldo. And then they were saying if the next two main events are like what they're supposed to be, which would be Volkanovski and Holloway or Stipe DC, it'd be like 4 of the next 5 main events would be headlined by a fighter coming off a loss.
Yeah, I mean the rematches I don't really count, but yeah, that is pretty
Still
fucking crazy. Yeah, but you know what? Let's just stop talking shit for a second. Just focus on the positive here. That is a cool fight. Cejudo and Aldo.
I guess.
Because Cejudo's beat the best flyweight ever. He's beat the. I don't really think TJ's the best bantamweight ever. He might be. He
could be for sure.
He could be. It's either him or Cruz. And then if he beats Aldo, then he beats the best featherweight ever. That's pretty cool. And it's a good fight. Aldo looked good against Moraes. I think he won the fight. But yeah, people were asking me who I think's gonna win. I said I'm always gonna go with Cejudo. But I mean, Aldo's the man, so you never know. It could be a good fight.
I don't think Cejudo will be able to take him down. So
I mean, I think he will be.
Not like it's gonna be tough.
I know Aldo's tough to take down, but I mean, Cejudo's still the best wrestler he's ever.
Aldo's gonna be a
against.
lot bigger than him too.
Yeah.
I don't know who I'm gonna go with on that. I think I'll go with Cejudo on conditioning. But.
I'm gonna go with Cejudo. I mean, it'll be interesting to see if Aldo comes back with his leg kicks. I mean, it seems like it's been a long time that he hasn't really been putting those hard leg kicks that he used to have in, and I think that's something that could be pretty useful against Cejudo.
Yeah, Mighty Mouse broke Cejudo's Achilles with a leg kick 4 seconds into the fight. So
yeah, I think he had something going into that, maybe, or he said he stepped on it wrong. I don't remember. But
he also had a sprained ankle going into the Moraes fight.
Yeah.
So something with his legs and his ankles.
Yeah, so if Aldo can get that going again, but it's been a while since he hasn't been doing that in a while. So.
Well, he probably won't do it against Cejudo because he'll be afraid of getting taken down.
That's true too.
So I mean, Aldo versus Cejudo boxing match essentially it could be. That's a good fight.
Yeah, I mean, all in all, I am excited for that fight. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna be excited to see it. Same with the Romero Adesanya.
Yeah, that fight's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I do. I always bitch about who's getting the title fight and everything, and not always, but sometimes it is bullshit. But I don't know. I'm just gonna roll with these ones. Fuck it.
Nothing we can do except watch. Probably gonna be really good fights.
Yeah. And Romero, I think, is the scariest dude at that weight class anyway. And Aldo, what are you gonna say about Aldo? He's the man. So fuck it.
All right.
All right, you want to start talking about these fights this weekend?
Yeah, we got fights coming up Saturday. UFC Fight Night 169. We'll just do the main card. First fight on the main card. Two guys I don't know a whole lot about. I remember Grant Dawson was supposed to be like a pretty big up-and-coming guy. Like, they were hyping him up. He's 26 years old. 2-0 in the UFC with a decision win against Julian Erosa and a submission win over Mike Trezano. He fought in May of 2019, hasn't fought since, and now he's fighting Derek Minner, who is a Tuesday Night Contenders guy.
There's a Tuesday Night Contender guy on every card now. Yeah. I swear, every time.
He's really experienced. He's 23-10, but he's never fought in the UFC, so I don't really have a whole lot to say about him. Don't know a lot about him. Didn't watch his fights, so don't give a fuck. But I would go with Grant Dawson here, 14-1, young guy, up-and-coming guy they're trying to build. I can't imagine they would give him a guy that they think is going to beat him and then put him on a main card like this.
Dawson's a pretty big favorite. Yeah. He's minus 320. I'm starting to think Tuesday Night Contender is just...
They always lose, it seems like now.
Yeah, it seems like they just try to feed them to the people they really want to win.
Yeah.
Unless they find a superstar there that they want to promote, but if not, they just give them to Greg Hardy.
Yeah. I think Tuesday Night Contenders series was going to be really cool. Like, the first season, they had some big names. Like, Sean O'Malley ended up being good, and then they had Greg Hardy and shit.
Sage Northcutt was on there.
Yeah. But I think now... Well, he wasn't on the Tuesday Night Contenders series. He was on Dana White looking for a fight.
Oh.
But,
same shit.
yeah, now I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's all that. But next is Megan Anderson against Norma.
Another
Dumont.
one on my parlay. Sorry.
Megan Anderson was supposed to be the girl that was going to fight Cyborg when she came to the UFC. She was like the only other 145 pounder. I think she was the 145 Invicta champ. Her UFC career hasn't really been all that. She struggled. She's coming off a win right now over Zara Ferran dos Santos, and then before that she lost to Felicia Spencer. And those two girls are actually fighting each other later on the card for some reason. Don't know how that makes sense. But anytime Megan Anderson fights somebody I don't know, I'm going to pick her just because I know Megan Anderson. She's big, she's a good kickboxer, and she's shown she's decent on the ground as well. This Norma girl, she's 4-0, but she's never fought in the UFC. She doesn't even have a picture on Google.
Yeah.
So, not much I can go off of. Yeah. That's what you get with these kind of fucking cards. So
if I can't Google you, I can't pick you.
Yeah.
Megan Anderson's going in the parlay. She's a big girl, and minus 235 favorite. So far, that's Megan Anderson and Grant Dawson in the parlay.
Via not knowing the other fighters and not being able to find anything about them.
Always works.
Next one, Ian Kutolaba. I actually know this guy. I don't know how to say his name. He's the guy who screamed in Khalil Rountree's face last year and then knocked him out.
Oh, shit.
Before that, he lost to Glover. He's actually been in the UFC since 2016. He doesn't really have any good wins. He has a lot of good losses. He lost to Misha Serkinov. He lost to Jared Cannonier. And then
he beat Roundtree, though.
Yeah, he beat Roundtree, which is a good win.
That's a good one.
He lost to Glover, but obviously he's a good fighter if he beats Khalil Roundtree. He's going up against a Russian dude, probably another one of Khabib's cousins, Magomed Ankalaev. He's 2-0, got a decision victory and a KO in the third round against two guys that I don't know. I struggle to pick against the Russians. They win.
He's in the parlay.
They win almost every time. I haven't even looked at his parlay, so we have three of the same picks. These Russian dudes just come in and whoop ass. I don't know. He's 12-1. Kutolba has been submitted a few times. I assume this Russian dude can fucking take people down and beat their ass and submit them, so I'm going to pick him due to that.
Yeah, no, Magomed, I have trouble saying their names too. He's real well-rounded. He's a good fighter. He's in the fucking parlay. He's a minus 225 favorite, and I'm gonna go ahead and say he's a lock.
So,
every time I say that, I'm wrong.
Yeah. See, so far you come in this podcast. I don't know if we usually give pretty good insight, but today, I mean, it's just who the fuck are these people?
Yeah, no, I'm not digging deep on these.
No, we're giving you a little past the eye test, a little bit of research.
Yeah.
This one, I think I got Felicia Spencer. She's the girl that did beat Megan Anderson, and then she fought Cyborg pretty tough.
Felicia Spencer, she's going in the parlay. She's a minus 700 favorite. Yeah. That's the parlay.
Well, all these fighters are such big favorites, apparently. I didn't look at that.
Sorry, that's probably horrible on the mic.
She beat Megan Anderson. I remember she took her down, submitted her really easy in the first round. And then she fought Cyborg, and she got the fucking shit kicked out of her. But she fought her tough. Like, she wasn't going down. She lost by decision. She landed a few good shots. The only thing I don't like about her is she wears a T-shirt when she fights.
I love it.
Hard for me to pick a girl that wears a T-shirt when she fights. And then she's fighting this Zara Ferran dos Santos girl her only fight in the UFC. She got submitted by Megan Anderson in the first round. So, I mean, just it would make sense that Felicia Spencer took down Megan Anderson, submitted her. This girl took down Sarah Van or this girl got taken down by Megan Anderson, got submitted. Felicia Spencer's probably going to submit her in the first round. I don't know why these two girls are fighting.
MMA math.
MMA math. And probably just because they're like 2 of 4 featherweights in the UFC. So,
Are they all actual featherweights? Though?
Yeah, these ones are.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah.
This is like basically a tournament.
Yeah.
Out of the only featherweights in the world.
Well, now there's only like 3 featherweights.
That's more than there was last week.
Or 2. Cyborg's gone. 3. These 2 and Megan Anderson.
Yeah.
And I guess this new girl.
Yeah.
Norma Dermott.
Yeah.
So then we get to the main event, which is an actual good... Well, fuck, I don't know. I don't think it's really that good of a fight.
I think it's a pretty good fight. But go ahead.
Got Joseph Benavidez, arguably the best UFC fighter ever to not win a belt. He's been in the UFC since 2011. Before that, he was in WEC forever. Lost title fights to Dominic Cruz. He lost title fights. He lost 2 to Mighty Mouse. And then he just hasn't gotten a shot. Let me try to look back and see the last time he fought for the belt. It's kind of bullshit.
It's been a while
2013.
So he got the win over Cejudo, which was kind of... I think Cejudo won the fight, and he got points taken away, whatever. So after that, was it the next fight that he fought Sergio Pettis and lost?
Something like that. I'm looking at 2013. That's the last time he fought for a belt.
Oh, is it? It's been that long?
2013 he fought for the belt.
And that's crazy. I think he's only lost one since.
So then he won 2 fights in 2014, 2 more in 2015, 2 more in 2016, lost 1 in 2018, then he won again in 2018.
And 2018 was against
And then he
Sergio
won 2
Pettis.
more in 2019, and now he's finally fighting a belt.
Yeah.
So what is that, fucking like 8-1 or so since his last title fight?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I don't know. I just said yeah.
So yeah, he's really fucking good, well-rounded, can take you down, can knock you out, can submit you. He's got it all. He's little as shit. Fast little fucker.
Yeah.
He's fighting Davison Figueiredo, been in UFC since 2017, a guy I've never really been all that impressed by. His second fight, he fought Jared Brooks, who's an Indianapolis guy, was supposed to be on the podcast, bailed.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Truth's
yeah.
out.
Truth's out. All our listeners know Jared Brooks bailed on our podcast.
He said he was too tired.
Yeah, I was too tired after we scheduled it, whatever. But Jared Brooks should have beat this dude. They gave it to Figueiredo, but Jared Brooks beat the fuck out of him. Well, okay, he didn't beat the fuck out of him.
He won the fight,
He
though. He should have won
took
the
him
fight.
down and laid on him for 15 minutes, and that was pretty much it. But this guy didn't do anything. He just laid there. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't hit him. And Jared Brooks outlanded him by a lot, I'm pretty sure, and took him down like 15 fucking times.
Yeah,
but they gave it to this dude, and then in 2018, he won 2 fights. And then last year, he lost a fight. He lost to Hussier Formiga.
Yeah, so that's kind of the common... Formiga's good, but Benavidez beat him,
But
and he lost to him.
his wins aren't even really that good. He beat Alexandro Panteo and then Tim Elliott.
I think Tim Elliott's pretty good, but
Tim Elliott's not very good anymore.
I like Tim Elliott.
He had 1 good fight. So, to me, he's 17-1, but it looks like he struggles against people who can get him to the ground. You know, Jared Brooks, he fucking struggled with, and Formiga is another guy that gets people to the ground. I think Benavidez will probably control wherever this fight goes. Figueiredo's only chance, in my opinion, is to catch him with a submission. He does have really good submissions. Pretty much, he can hit anything: guillotines, triangles, arm bars. He's got it all. But I had to burp. I'm gonna go with Benavidez by. They're fucking flyweight, so probably by decision.
I mean, Benavidez, he gets some finishes. He knocked out Formiga.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Benavidez too, but I think this is a pretty good fight, actually. I wouldn't count Figueiredo out of it. This is like the only fight I didn't put on my parlay in the main card. But I would say Benavidez will probably get it done. I really wanted to see him fight Cejudo, because I wanted to see Cejudo avenge that loss, and I wanted Cejudo to be able to go back and forth and defend the titles against number 1 contenders. But yeah, instead he'll just fight Aldo coming off a loss. But
Sounds like the UFC right now.
yeah, so.
Oh.
But yeah, so there's the parlay for me. Megan Anderson, Felicia Spencer, Magomed Ankalaev, and Grant Dawson. I went with just the big favorites there. I mean,
Not much you can do on a card with all big favorites.
yeah. So 4-fight parlay ends up being plus 209. So yeah, I mean the whole card's kind of lopsided. It seems like.
So I just thought of one fight that got announced that I didn't see anyone like really put out or comment on or say anything about was Shogun and Little Nog 3
Oh yeah, I did
got
see
announced.
that.
Like what in Bellator Nation is this?
Yeah, that's part of Vitor's Legend League.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't
What
get
the
it.
fuck knew Little Nog was still fighting?
I didn't either. When's the last time he fought?
I think he
Pull that
got.
shit up, Jamie.
He was supposed to fight, and he either got hurt or got suspended. See, I don't even know how to Google this motherfucker, because if I type his name, his brother's just going to come up. Nogueira. Okay, that's his brother.
Oh, that's why you don't just give them all the same names.
Shogun. Let's look up Shogun.
But yeah, I didn't know that he was still fighting either, actually, or that he was still at the UFC.
I forgot Shogun was a thing also that is not an MMA fighter. There's an actual thing that's a Shogun. All right, you talk.
Well, yeah, Shogun's not his real name.
I know, it's Mauricio Shogun Hua. All
Yeah.
right, you
Do
talk
we have a
while I
toy?
look
Do
this
we have a
up.
toy of him? Can we pull that shit up?
I do, but I don't think it's out here.
Okay. I'm choking out here, dude.
Yeah, you're doing bad. Okay, so I found him. He fought in May of 2019, actually. He got knocked out
Oh, that
by
makes sense.
Ryan Spann.
He beat Sam Alvey?
He beat Sam Alvey in 2018, lost to
God
Bader
damn
in
it.
2016.
It's anybody but Sam Alvey.
I guess him and Shogun fought in the UFC in 2015. I didn't even know that.
I knew that.
Well, I knew they fought in Bellator, or in Pride.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't need to be fighting. Well, but I guess if they're gonna be fighting anybody, I'm glad it's each other.
Yeah, yeah. It's going to be horrible.
It might be awesome.
Shogun should win that.
Yeah, I think Shogun should win that, but
Shogun's actually not horrible yet.
Shogun was like, he had a pretty good win streak going there for a second.
Yeah, yeah. Not
I remember that. You remember the Tommy told where he was like making a case for a title shot, and Tommy's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "No," but
He's like, but Shogun, you're 45 years old. He's like, I'm only 30. He's like, Shogun, you haven't won a fight in years. I'm on a 4-fight win streak. Like, oh shit.
yeah, I felt the same way when I was watching. I was like, "Is this all true?"
Yeah, I do remember his little win streak.
Yeah.
He didn't have really impressive wins, but he's on a win streak. But back to, I don't know why that popped in my head, but back to the flyweight thing. What happens with the flyweight division after this fight?
Yeah, we should have talked about this sooner. That's what I should have talked about while you were looking that up, because I meant to bring it up. It is kind of scary because it seems that nobody gives a fuck about this fight. I haven't seen one person even mention it.
I didn't know it was this weekend.
Considering all of the shitty fights that have been going on that people have been talking about, nobody cares about this one. Oh yeah, that's scary. Because I really don't want them to get rid of the division, and they haven't been talking about it. But I imagine after the numbers that this one does, they'll probably take another look at that.
So,
If Cejudo really has no plans of going back down, which I'm sure he doesn't, I'm sure if Benavidez, if either of them win, they're going to call him out. But I don't know. The only chance that he'll go back down is if Benavidez wins. He's not going to come back down to fight Figueiredo.
So you know how when I was reading Figueiredo's wins, I named them, and I was like Alexandre Pantejo and Tim Elliott, and I was like, not very impressive wins.
They're probably ranked 3rd and 4th.
Pantejo's ranked 4th. No, Tim Elliott's ranked like 14th or something. He's ranked 11th. But yeah, Pantejo's ranked 4th, and I had no fucking clue.
Yeah.
Figueiredo's 3rd, Formiga's 2, Benavidez 1.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I'm as
Is
big.
Cejudo not in the rankings?
He's champ still on there. So as big of an MMA fan as I am, like I know the top 7 guys here, and then 8's Rogerio Bontorin, I don't know. Matt Schnell, I don't know. Jordan Espinoza, Raulian Pava, Tyson Nam.
I think Espinoza just fought.
I mean, like, those are the top guys in the world, and you're ever going to expect me to tune in to watch these guys fight, like, to main event a card? I mean, it's just not going to happen.
I mean, we're going to watch it.
I guess. I mean, I want...
It's just,
I don't know.
I'm always going to have it on. It just depends on how much attention I pay.
I mean, you got to think, though, would we really care if the flyweight division was gone? How many flyweight fights do you even remember watching in the last year?
I want it to be around because I know a lot of little guys that want to fight, and they're fun to watch.
But who Who do we watch? Name a flyweight fight that's happened the last...
I watch every fight damn near that comes on. I don't know.
Name a flyweight fight that's happened the last 2 months.
Kai Kara France just fought. Did he fight Espinoza?
I don't know.
Esperanza
You only know that because that was 3 days ago.
No, I like Kai Kara France.
Okay, besides that, name one in the last 2 months besides the one that happened 2 days ago because you remember it because it just happened.
Well, we probably don't have a lot of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
I
there's
remember
not a whole lot of little guys like that.
Tim Elliott.
But there is, though.
Tim Elliott just had a pretty good fight.
But they cut them all though, so they don't have a whole lot of them in the UFC. So they don't have them on every card because they thought they were getting rid of it, so they cut all these guys.
My point is, the UFC could have got rid of the flyweight division and not told us, and you would have had no idea.
That's so fucking would have.
How? There hasn't been a fucking title fight in over a year, and nobody fights.
Well, they would have to tell me.
If they didn't tell you,
I'd catch on eventually.
I mean, like
it might take 2 years. For me to
think of
catch
it.
on.
They could have done it. It could have happened.
No, I just saw one.
Yeah. Besides that, and I just read his name. Did you know he was a flyweight?
Who?
Kai Kara France.
Yeah,
Okay. I didn't know he was a flyweight.
I did.
My point is though.
Yeah, I just fucked your whole point up.
No, you didn't. You proved my point more because
woo, flyweights.
You just proved that you can't name any flyweight fights besides the one that happened 2 days ago.
I think that's like the only one that's happened in a while.
Tim Elliott just fought.
When?
He fought like 2 pay-per-views ago.
I probably remembered it when it happened, but now I don't.
And I just read that Figueiredo fought Pantejo.
Well, what if this little guy right here wants to fight one day? He's gonna need a flyweight division. State champ right here, Alex Cotty, Fear the Mullet, gang.
He can fight in one championship and be the biggest fucking star in Japan, and make millions.
He would be too.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be in the UFC where we don't even know if he's fighting or not. I don't give a fuck if they get rid of it.
Man, I want them to.
I used to care because I did like watching the flyweights, but now it's just like.
I just wish that they saw Demetrius Johnson and Cejudo was willing to go back down there, but
And make it fun, but I mean that's 2 fighters.
yeah. Well, they can just fight at 135.
Yeah. I'm gonna tweet this and see. I'm gonna tweet about that and see what people think.
It's a touchy subject. See, I think you just shouldn't bring it up because it's not even on the chopping block right now. So if you bring it up,
You don't know that.
say Dana White sees it.
I guarantee it's
and
on
he's
the
like,
chopping
"Oh, you
block."
just gave me an idea." Sibling Rivalry MMA, thanks a lot. And then we're the bad guys.
I guarantee they're on the chopping block.
Well,
If
we'll
this
see.
fight gets no fucking views, which it won't, who's gonna watch this? But only the biggest fans.
Well, I'm gonna be at work, so
So you're not gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. Let me see what time it is. I'm probably gonna watch it. I'm at least gonna tune in for the main event.
unless I can get it on at work somehow.
I'm sure it's just on. I'm sure it's on ESPN Plus. There's no way this is on ESPN.
If it's on ESPN, I might be able to.
It's on ESPN Plus at 8 p.m.
Yeah, I won't be able to see it,
Yeah, I mean,
but I'll be following along.
I'm gonna look at
Make
the
sure my
prelims.
parlay's
Are there
hidden.
anybody on the prelims? Luis Pena's fighting.
Oh yeah,
Marcin Tybura's fighting.
There were some.
Marcin Tybura's fighting Sergei Spivak.
There were some good prelims actually. I forgot because I was gonna bet on those. Mickey Gall was supposed to fight and it got canceled.
Marcin Tybura and Sergei Spivak should be the fucking co-main event of this card.
I'm kind of confused on what they decide on putting on the prelims. There's been some like really good like prelim fights lately, which I guess is probably the idea. They want people to watch the prelims, but I don't know. Put them on the fucking main card, and then people will care more.
And then next fight night's pretty good.
What's
Kevin
the next
Lee and
one?
Charles Oliveira, Damian Maia,
Oh,
and
that's a
Gilbert
good one.
Burns.
That's an underrated one.
Maia and Burns. Hanato Moicano's fighting. Johnny Walker versus Nikita Krylov.
Johnny Walker's fighting?
Yeah.
Shit. I didn't even know who was
Francisco
fighting.
Trinaldo's
next week.
fighting John McDessie. Who's here? Formiga fighting Brandon Moreno.
See, the flyweights are alive more than ever.
Yep, and you didn't know they were fighting, and they were fighting.
I didn't know any. I didn't even
they
know
were
Johnny
fighting
Walker
at
was fighting
5
next week.
p.m.
Where is that one?
Ginacio Nelson is what it says. Ginacio Nelson. It's in
Okay, not America.
not America.
So that's why it's at 5.
Where the fuck is this? I can't even find it.
No, I can never find him on that part.
It's in Brazil. It looks like it's in Brazil.
Okay, well there you go. Let's see. Anything else we need to talk
No,
about?
we don't need to drag this on any longer.
Yeah,
It was a good show, I think, but I mean,
we work with what we got.
I'm really just talking about shit I don't care about and telling you I don't care.
I feel like you do that too much. We need to just act like we care.
No.
All right. Goodbye.
Wait.
What?
I gotta rock my my Rebel Wrestling Foundation koozie. Shout out to the Rebels. He's not a Rebel, but shout out to him too. Shout out to the Falcons. Shout out to the Rebels. Had 2 state champions this weekend, Alec Padilla and Braden Lowry. So cheers to those boys. Cheers to good old Coach Ryan McClure, probably watching the podcast, maybe.
Yep.
If he's not, I'm gonna send it to him and make him watch it. So watch these fights. Save the flyweight division, I guess.
Save
and
the
we'll
flyweight
see.
division so that little Cotty can fight one day, even though he doesn't want to.
See you next week. I don't know if it ended. I'm trying.
Click it.